Okay, that's coming up. Anyway, the lantana
cool
is
story.
coming up later on. Yeah, isn't that crazy? The things that happen here at QVC, you just never
right?
know. This is a two-piece of a now I'm hungry, pancake live plant. This is so cool and so unique. It looks like a floating lily pad.
Yeah, so this is the one, and we were talking about it because it's such a popular, it's like the most popular house plant right now. Everybody loves it. And you can either not find it, or if you do find it, it's expensive because the retailers are taking advantage of its popularity.
I was going to say, I was just in New York City and I walked by a plant store and I feel like I did see something just like this.
Yes.
And it's one of those where you pick it up, you look at the price tag and you're like, oh, that's going to stay right there.
Right, exactly. And you're getting two here.
For $32.98,
so
$16.50 each.
This is called Pilea, and it's known as pancake plant, flying saucer plant, coin plant. It's got a lot of different nicknames, but it's just really good vibes in your house. It's easy to take care of. It's great for gifting. It sends off these little shoots called pups as it starts to grow that you can snip and plant and make more plants.
Wow.
So you're already getting buy one, gift one, because you're getting two. But as these grow, then you'll see there's lots of little snipperoonies. You can cut these off and make new plants. So, and I was talking with Nancy Yoon, and she was saying, you know, in the Chinese culture, it's a really great gift to give people, housewarming gift or congratulations. It means good fortune to give, especially a plant that means money, which is this one. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun for you to gift this. And it's easy to take care of. It's one of the easiest house plants. So it just does not like intense direct sun. So it's going to be really happy in a bright room, a bright sunny room, but doesn't have to be right in the hot window. And so if you have this outside, again, don't leave it out in the intense bright sun, but it can be someplace where it's like in the shade or in a not direct sunlight area.
I'm thinking then like in my kitchen, where on my kitchen table, I've got a big window that's there, like the big side of glass door.
Bright.
So it's very bright all the time. So that is like a centerpiece would be amazing. In my living room where it's a little bit darker, that's definitely not going to be the spot for it to go to. But in my guest room, I'm thinking too, where there's a lot of bright sun that comes into it, and it can sit on a planter there. Plus, this is the type of thing where when you go over to somebody's house and that's in your guest room, there's something that's super welcoming about it.
I know.
And something that's so nice. Keep in mind, you get two of these. Now, because of the shoots that come up, can you replant them as well?
Yes, I want you to see, this is a succulent. So look at the really cool bark on the stems. So it's not just green stems, but see, this guy right here is a little pup. So you could snip that and then replant it and make a whole new plant from that. Or you could wait, you could snip a pup when it's even smaller. We've got a picture that kind of shows all the little snippies. But, you know, again, a pup is going to be a stem with several leaves growing out the side.
So when it gets to the bark, it's too late to snip.
You get it beforehand? You can see how that one's got bark at the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
So those are little pups, and so you don't want to just snip one leaf, in other words.
Right.
But a little cluster of leaves like that on one stem is called a pup. You can snip that off of the main branch and then grow a whole new plant from that. We
were gifted. Somebody came over and they stayed at our house, and I mean, they came for the weekend, and it was her friend Shayna who she came over, and she brought like a bottle of wine, and she brought a little pup like that from one of her plants that she had that she grows. And it was the most thoughtful gift. And when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, what a cool thing to be able to bring to somebody, to give that to them, something that you grew at your house that you can then give to them.
And look how big it is when you get it already, and you get two.
It's huge.
So it likes a small pot too, so you don't have to scramble around and try to find a ginormous pot to put it in. It likes a cozy small pot, so really something that's not even that much bigger than what it comes in.
Oh my gosh.
It's totally fine.
To that point though, if you were to give this to somebody as a housewarming, so if you're looking at this and you know somebody that's moving into a new house, to get this and then put it in a little planter is such an affordable gift because it's $16.50 each for this. I mean, you get two of them in this collection.
And that would be such a nice gift. So thinking graduates, people getting their first apartment, maybe for Father's Day. You know, you don't always want to get flowers for your dad, although I have, but I love sending my dad a plant for his office. You know, so this is absolutely perfect. And it's a sign of good fortune, great feng shui. And don't forget, houseplants also clean the air in your house.
Oh, so that's good.
So if you have a lot of houseplants, also this houseplant is okay for pets to be around.
Okay, that's good to know.
So some houseplants are super poisonous. So you better do your research and don't just grab any old plant if you've got dogs and cats. but this one is okay. If they want to nibble on it, it won't hurt them.
And no flowering to this, right?
No.
So what we see are going to be these giant pucks, these big lilies. These they're like a half
Like
dollar.
a little flying saucers.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely awesome. We were in Asia for our honeymoon, and we went to this temple that was in, we were in Cambodia, and we had to walk across this giant bridge. It was like a pedestrian bridge that went over this huge lake to get to this one temple, and it was full of lilies. And it just takes me right back to that moment with Nick being able to go through there. Because, I mean, it's not the same thing, but when I look at it,
It's got
that's
that
where,
shape.
yeah, it's
well,
where
it
I
does
can
look
take it back
very,
to.
very Asian. And I do like, these are like kind of a waxy, thick, like it's a succulent. So the other thing is very low maintenance. So just put it in a bright
nice.
room and water it once a month. It'll be perfectly happy.
Wow.
You don't have to put it in a big pot. If you do want to transition it into a bigger pot, you want to do that gradually, like every year give it a slightly larger pot if you want to do that. But I just think it's so interesting looking. I love the bark. I love all of the, you know, shapes and different little shapes of the little flying saucers.
What's
or
its
pancakes.
maximum growth? Like, is this the most mature we're going to see? Or?
It depends on the size pot that you put it in. So,
you can control it.
It can get up to 2 feet tall, and it can get up to 18 inches wide. So it's going to, you know, if you have it in a larger pot, it will get to that size. But you can control the size of it by leaving it in a small pot.
Wow, I love that. M132213, the control is in your hands. You decide, though, you're going to keep both for yourself, or maybe you're going to gift one to somebody as like a little housewarming.
And it's an easy, so people say I can't do house plants. You can do that one. It's
then
easy.
this is the one for you. I want to give you a little update, though, on our animal